Hi everyone. Badusha, Zoe, and I worked with a global tourism dataset, which was from the World Bank, and it shows for each country the number of inbound tourists over the past 25 years or so. So with this project, we created a scrolly-telling visualization. The goal was essentially to show the overall data and let the users explore a little bit, but also dive deep into a couple of countries and see if we could explain the overall trends that we were seeing in tourism for those countries. So I'll go into the visualization and walk through it a little bit. It starts off with a global map, and you can see here as we scroll, it'll show the number of inbound tourists to each country starting in 1995. And just to give an overview of the data, we do a quick animation showing how the various number of tourists grow over uh, the, um, the 25 years. From there, we also show an area chart for the top 20 tourist destinations, just to be able to show the actual magnitude of growth in a bit of a line/area chart. The user can hover over each of the areas to see which country it is as well. And then from here, we dive deep into two different countries. We start off with South Korea. So this area chart zooms into the South Korea tourist data, which, as you can see here, grew 450% over the time period in this data. From here, we also have a bit of a scrolling animation. And with this data, what we can actually do is both hover over to see tooltips. And with these red dots here, what we've done is we've selected specific years where we thought major events happened to a specific country. And by clicking on it, we can show much more detailed uh, explanation of what happened to those countries. Then we can click anywhere to remove that description, and as we continue, we move on to another detailed story of the United States. And again, for these, we can hover and click to find out more about the data. What was interesting in both data sets was being able to see the increases and drop-offs in tourists through major world events. So key events were things like the 9/11 attacks and the 2008 financial crisis. And in addition, in Korea, things like the MERS outbreak in 2017 and 2018. So from that, we thought it was interesting to look at this data given the recent developments with COVID-19. This is a data set that could potentially be used to try to quantify the impact of COVID-19 on the economies of certain countries, especially those that are a bit more tourist reliant. And from there, we also wanted to allow the users to explore some of those other countries. So we go back to this world map, and here you can actually click on any of the countries in the world and see the actual development of the tourists over the given time period.